Okay, listen close. We're probably not supposed to be talking about this. What you're about to see, this stuff is from inside the machine. This isn't just another explainer. You should probably treat this as a warning.
You know how it is. You're scrolling and you see an ad for those sneakers you were just looking at. It's annoying, right? Maybe a little creepy. But you probably think, it's harmless. And that is exactly what they want you to think.
Because you've got to understand it's not about the shoes. It has never, ever been about the shoes. It's about control.
So let's start with what I like to call your digital ghost. Every single time you click or like, or even just pause on a video for a couple of seconds, you are feeding a version of yourself into the machine. A version that, by the way, never dies, and it probably knows you better than you know yourself.
Now, this isn't some small-time operation we're talking about. The company at the heart of all this, Cambridge Analytica, had built databases on 240 million American adults. I mean, think about that number. That's nearly every single voter in the country.
And for each one of those people, they didn't just have a name or an address. Oh no, they had up to 5,000 individual data points. Your purchases, your locations, your late-night Google searches. Yeah, everything.
So where did the raw material for this weapon even come from? Well, it was built by harvesting the private information of 50 million Facebook profiles. And the vast majority of those people, they had no idea it was happening. They just thought they were taking a fun little personality quiz.
That right there is a quote from the whistleblower herself, Brittany Kaiser. And get this, she said it while she was being driven by federal agents to give testimony. She knew better than anyone that the whole idea of online privacy, it's just a fantasy.
But here's the thing, it's not just about collecting mountains of data. It's about the kind of data they were collecting. They weren't just building a mailing list. No, they were building a psychological weapon.
See, old school advertising, the Mad Men stuff, that was all about demographics. Are you a woman, age 35, living in Ohio? Simple. This new weapon is all about psychographics. Are you neurotic? Are you open to new experiences? And here's the kicker, what are you secretly afraid of? They're not targeting what you are anymore. They're targeting who you are.
And this wasn't some academic theory, okay? They were actively selling this power. This is Alexander Nix, the CEO. He would go to clients and tell them this wasn't really about ads. It was about finding the emotional buttons of every single voter and then creating custom messages designed to just press them over and over and over again.
Now, you might be thinking they use these tools to fire up their base, preach to the choir. But you'd be wrong. The real targets are much more specific and, frankly, much more vulnerable.
Campaigns don't waste money on their diehard fans or on their staunchest opponents. I mean, why would they? The real battleground, the place where all the dark money and the psychops really go, is for that small slice right in the middle, the persuadables, the people on the fence, the ones who can be nudged.
And this is where it gets truly dark. They don't just try to win you over. Look at that last word on the slide, deterrence. Sometimes the goal isn't to get you to vote for their guy, it's to make you so disgusted, so confused, so cynical about the whole process that you don't vote at all. Suppressing your vote is just as good as winning it.
So how do we know all of this stuff is real? Because they actually did it. They used all of these tools right out in the open in one of the most consequential elections in modern history. This is the case study.
This thing didn't just happen overnight. It was more like a slow poison. It started back in 2014 with that simple personality quiz. In 2015, the first warnings came out in the press, and they were mostly ignored. By 2016, the weapon was fully deployed in a presidential election. It literally took until 2018 for the world to finally start paying attention.
When journalists started getting a little too close, this was the official line, a flat-out denial. They told the public, they told investigators, they told everyone who would listen that the central pillar of their entire operation simply didn't exist.
Yeah, plain and simple. They lied. The entire business model was built on that Facebook data. It was their secret sauce. The lie was total.
So why does any of this matter now? I mean, they got caught. The company is gone. It matters because the tools they built, the methods they perfected, they didn't disappear. They're still out there, and they're being used on you right now at this very moment.
Just think about it for a second. That algorithm that put this explainer in your feed, did you really make a conscious choice to click? Or did a machine, using thousands of data points about your personality, predict with about 95% certainty that someone with your exact psychographic profile would be susceptible to a message just like this one?
If you want to keep understanding the code that is quietly controlling your life, you need to subscribe. They don't want this information out there. And honestly, we don't know how long this channel will be allowed to exist. Do it now, before they shadow ban us.